Gems, hello. So I am back. I'm happy to be back. When I leave, I never intend on staying gone too long. As a matter of fact, I have been working so that I wouldn't have to be gone too long from you guys. Trust me. But I appreciate everyone that has patience with me and stick by me until I do get the time to drop the next video. Well, let's see what's going on with the sign of Gemini. I'm going to be doing August readings. It really, to be honest with you guys, what I've noticed with the energy, even though we've changed um seasons, zodiac seasons and everything, a lot of what we have been going through is just like regurgitated stuff and experiences and situations that we've already went through and we're trying to sort out, and we're seeing a whole lot of hurrying up and going nowhere fast type energy. It's because of certain planets in retrograde. Saturn is retrograde. You really don't get anywhere without Saturn saying, hey, I release you. So I pulled two cards, right? And let me also say that this is just an energy check-in for now, for July right now. I pulled two cards, but it's going to be one that I keep. I might keep both of them. Let's just go over what these cards are. Where does your deepest knowing live in your body? Some part of me knows how to heal this. So these particular cards here are more about self-healing and things that we can do for ourselves independently to work on changing things in our lives, without having to depend on anyone else. And this one here is saying or asking a question like, where does your deepest knowing live in your body? So this is about following your intuition at this point on everything, on anything. And also when it comes to you making significant changes in your life that you feel like it's going to benefit you moving forward independently, becoming a better parent, working or becoming the master over something that you're trying to learn, like a skill set or something like that, bettering your relationships or even just bettering your life all around. Is asking the question of like where or how, I know it's saying where, but how can you do that? Like where does the problem lie, or the issue or the limitations or the fear that stop you from being able to do so? And it's saying you already know, because it clearly says and states some part of me knows how to heal this. So yeah, that whatever you could be working through or whatever direction you're moving towards at this time, the blocks that could be interfering, whether it be your own behavior patterns or whomever you're involving yourself with or aligning yourself with right now, you know exactly what you need to do, what you need to cut out, what you may need to change in order to fix your situation. The second one says, what words would convey my truth today? This is what I'm afraid to say, but I know it will set me free to say it. Okay, so this is definitely talking about, Gems, you living your truth, you going towards what you believe in, you setting the record straight, you redefining your beliefs. Because the reality is, a lot of times, many of us deal in situations and we develop these behavior patterns due to the belief systems that we have. And then when we find ourselves trying to move forward, attempting to do things different, attempting to change our lives, it's nearly impossible, or it's harder to do based on the sorts and types of belief systems that we have. But yeah, this is the card that I really felt like or strongly came out, wanted to come out. So yes, what words would convey my truth today? And since these cards are more about self-healing and exploring the self, this is a question that you should ask yourself. What words would convey my truth today? And I feel like if you can ask yourself that, and whatever you come up with, and do not force yourself to have an immediate answer. Just ask a question. And as you work through your day, you will definitely come across the answer. It will dawn on you. It would, some sort of awareness will come about to where you're just like, okay, wow, this is the direction I really want to go in. This is what I choose to acknowledge at this point in time. The answers will come. Okay. So I'm going to sit this here because we're definitely speaking about truth right now. What that looks like. Kind of wanted to set the scene, you know? And we're going to get some cards for sign of Gemini. What they need to know, what they may need to become aware of, what energy is facing the sign of Geminis at this point in time. Ooh. I see some of you guys have a few choices. And you know, I'm letting the cards fall as they may. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Some of you Geminis is acting bougie right about now, huh? Well, even if you're not, others may feel like you are. Ooh. The Strength card. So it's going to take strength for some of you guys to overcome something significant that could have been hard for you to face or overcome at one point in time. I see you doing it at this point. All right. So let me go through the vibe here, because the vibe that I'm getting is a lot of you gems at the point to where you're just over it. It's something that you are over it. This could be dealing with other people, a significant relationship, but it doesn't have to just be a love relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be co-workers. This can just be any other person or individuals that you are involved with or around you at this point in time. Whew. And this is the Lover's card. So this is you. And it's like, you're feeling like, yeah, you're waiting. You're waiting and you're holding out for situations that are worth your time. Because if you don't feel like it's worth your time, you're simply not going to deal with it. It's like, nah, because you wasted your time before. I feel like this is you saying like, nah, I wasted my time before. You waited on something. This could have been some type of like a job situation. It definitely looks like a love situation or some type of partnership or relationship, that you could have invested your time, significant time into. Like you even believed in it heavy at one point. This is some of you guys that's just like, okay, I don't even know. I felt like someone could have possibly been my soulmate or twin flame or something, because I have these two cards together, and you're believing things differently. Like you're doubting. At this point in time, some of you guys could be like, okay, you know what? I'm doubting the fact that the whole twin flame thing is real, or there's a such thing as soulmates, or there's a such thing as happily ever after, or there's a such thing as having that partner, that forever partner. It's like some of you guys could be at that place or feeling right now that you doubt that. You seriously doubt that. Wow. Or you're understanding at this point in time the purpose that someone or something served in your life. And I just feel like a lot of you guys are over it. I keep hearing over it. I'm over it. It's something that you're over. You're over something from the past, or like people that you've interacted with. You're over something, and you're just like, I don't want your attention. This is weird, Gemini, because it's like, and I'm going to clarify it. It's either you feel like you're not getting what you deserve, or you're not getting offers that you want, or there's just always something more. It's not ever just the way that you want things or the way that you planned it or the way that you see it. There's always some stipulation. There's always a clause. Some of you guys, there's a clause in a contract that you signed or you're going to sign. Like, yeah, you're able to gain or earn this amount of money only if you agree to these terms or services. It's a clause. Like, it's that's what I'm getting. But whatever the case may be, I just feel like you still, what's interesting about this is that you feel like you are going to kind of keep to yourself, and you're doing things though that's garnering attention from other people, as you can clearly see, because these other people are here. This could be you, but it's definitely you garnering some sort of attention, but you feel like you don't want it. You know, you're just like, I don't really want this. Like, I don't really want this little offer you're coming at me with, this little financial offer. I don't want it. I'm turning my back on it. And it's weird because it's like you're closed off to new experiences as well. I don't know if you invested your time into something that you feel like, okay, I'm not just going to throw this away. But you just don't, like, it's like you're not looking for attention. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are really into that, and you're not really giving people chances. Like, I'm feeling some of you guys at this point to where you're just like, okay, yeah, strike one, you're out, you know, and person's like, hey, what about the third strike? I'm supposed to be out on the third strike, and you're like, no, I'm not giving any more chances. Strike one, you're out. And like, I don't want this little crumb offer. And then there's something else dealing with time. Because this could be a maturing thing, an aging thing. Some of you guys feeling like you're running out of time. Like, running out of time to have a baby or have children. Running out of time to get married. Running out of time to get a new home. Running out of time to start a new career. Running out of time to go back to school. It's just like, you're running out of time, or where am I going to find the time? Like, where am I going to find the time to do these things? And it could possibly worry you. I kind of feel like this is saying, like, from lessons from your past, when dealing with other people and dealing with things that you found important, what did you learn from the interactions, if any? And then moving forward, like the here and now, it's like, yeah, you know, be careful offering new things. Be careful promising people things that you cannot deliver. And then this goes vice versa as well. You know, please, I just say don't sign up for anything that you feel like you cannot deliver on. But at the same time, the flip side of that is watch out for people that are coming towards you that really their intentions is purely sexual or something of that sort. Like, they're promising you things that they can't live up to. It's just what I feel. You have some things that you could be worrying about, finding it hard to sleep, or just a lot of meticulous one thing after the other. It's like whatever you're working on, whether it's schoolwork, you have a job, you're trying to start a business, it's like, I just kind of feel like you having to divide your time. And this is why it's even more important for you to not be worried about dividing your time at this point in time. It's really more about self-focus. So I'm also feeling like, don't let other people or don't let things that's coming at you distract you. You have to really be at the place right now to where you're prioritizing, right? Yeah, there's definitely devil in the details. Whew. Some of you guys could definitely feel like you are attached to something, you're committed to something, or you have to be committed to something, or it's like that good old, it's like a sacrifice you're having to make. You're having to make sacrifices to deal with a relationship or any situations that you're in. But I feel like this is saying, like, even though you have to make the sacrifices count. Like, don't be putting yourself in situations to where you're making sacrifices for others, people you just met. Okay? Like, that it's not going to benefit you if they were really gaslighting you or BSing you or not really invested, because I just feel like a lot of someone wanting to get your attention or people wanting to get your attention, and they're doing things that devilish things or things that are far-fetched to do it. So my thing is, this is why you have to be careful with where you invest in your time and your energy so that you're not caught up in situations that are benefiting others, but they're not benefiting you. And it's like I said in my last reading that I did for the sign of Gemini. Like, I do get it. I understand that a lot of times when you're dealing with companies or work situations, organizations, working with other people, there's a lot of phoniness that goes into that, because it's like you have to get along with people or be around people that you don't really get along with, and it's kind of hard to maneuver. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like a lot of gems, like, being like, yeah, I'm really going to try to stay to myself and work things out. Whether you're staying to yourself alone, independently, or you're just sticking to a few close people that you feel like is on your side. Yeah. Well, this is interesting too, because it's a lot of, like, there's this energy of you overcoming something that you once was fearful about. And I think that this is where these long nights and these overthinking and overanalyzing thoughts are coming from, because of some fear that you have or you had when it comes to branching out and starting something new. Because it could be time for you to start something new or revive something or just be about your truth about yourself, but you could find it hard to do because maybe you were embarrassed at one point in time, or people tried to embarrass you or make you feel shameful about your life or about some decisions that you made, and or like maybe told you things to make you double think what your plans were, and it causes you to hold back, but you're overcoming those fears. Yeah, you overcome them by strength. Now, yep, there's a strong Leo here, Capricorn as well, but I also see someone possibly, or some people, because there's a couple people that are regretful for wasting your time or not paying you attention and giving you something like love or investment when they had you. Woo! And this person felt connected with you, like maybe a soulmate or something, or you guys had some type of distance going on, but they felt connected with you, and they feel like they've lost you, like you've moved past them. And this is something that they think about quite a bit, because you're not giving them love, and you're not paying attention to them, and you're not even reaching out to them. I see a couple storylines here. A situation where a child or a child, like, you want to develop a better relationship between you and the other parent of your child, or not being able to have access to your child. Wow. Okay, so what is advice for Geminis? I'm just gonna look. I'm taking my time on y'all. Ooh, Five of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so this is showing me, with Five of Cups reverse, this is showing me that you're trying to move past something that you're not properly dealing with. Whether this is emotions, please, Geminis, do not just disregard your feelings and your emotions, like how you're feeling. Don't do it, because I feel like you have every right to your feelings. Like, if you felt like someone did you wrong, or if you felt like this could be something stemming from your childhood. You have every right to your feelings. I'm sorry, I was interrupted. And this Five of Cups come here again is saying that some of you guys should definitely deal with your feelings, like feelings that getting in your way, like fearful feelings of not being able to love again or not really trusting the process of something. I'm also feeling like this person has regrets, and there's feelings of missing you. Yeah. Someone is missing you. Wow. I want to get some clarifiers for Temperance. What is this Temperance card about? Some of you guys might have did some traveling or should. Okay, yeah. Seven of Wands, distance. Some of you guys are thinking about moving or making some sort of change that maybe is uncomfortable for you to do, but you feel like you need to do it in order to get to this life that you want and to get past something that really devastated you. The Seven of Wands here is distance. And then I'm also getting this, I don't know, I'm hearing someone say, man, how come every time I meet someone, it's like not exactly what I want? Or this person, like every time I meet someone, it's at a distance. What good is that going to do me? What good is a long-term relationship going to do for me? But that Seven of Wands on top of this Temperance, this is definitely talking about getting back up again. Getting back up again. Like, where is your faith? What do you believe in? Stand for that. Yeah, definitely with the Emperor. There's some emperor that is at a distance from you. Or are you okay? Let me go back. If this is not a physical distance, it can be, like I tell people all the time, you can be in the same house as someone, same city, same state, and there can still be distance between you and someone else. But this person or this emperor here can even be stubborn. Because like I said, this is possibly the emperor that is missing you. He has that chess piece in his hand, so if he's playing chess, it's very hard to move him. You know, he can be overthinking. He can be thinking about you so much, you know. But it's hard to move him. It's hard for him to make a move. He'll sit and think and worry himself and prepare what he's going to say to you, but don't. Because he's able to keep his composure. This could be you. Someone could be very nervous or like have lots of anxiety or deal with lots of anxiety. About something that they have to do, a move that they have to make. We need clarifiers on the Lovers. Something's premature. Some of you guys can be possibly be dealing with premature pregnancies or something. Or it could be a very large step that you're about to take, but don't jump the gun just quick. Kind of like hold back, hold your peace, like speak what you need to speak, but at the same time, I feel like it should be well thought out. The Lovers. That's why I said don't make anybody any promises that you feel like you can't keep. Ooh, the Lovers, Two of Wands. This person could be like, they could deal with somebody else. You know, there's this theme of like, okay, yeah, I see you on this day, that day, and I see you, the other person, on this day or that day, that type of thing. But at the same time, I don't think that we give enough credit to whenever like you're not in a committed situation with someone else. It's not something that is solidified. Um, Most times, one or the other person is seeing someone else to get to know them. I'm seeing like you taking things one day at a time. The advice is taking things one day at a time. And what about the devil? Can we get a clarifier on the devil? Seven of Cups. Yeah, confusion. Listen, confusion, because a lot of your problem is not making a choice. Like some of you guys are confused about your feelings, confused about what direction you should go in, confused. You may not even be seeing things clear. Even though, to be honest with you, I do feel like this could be a tricky situation that you're dealing with. Because I feel possibly you're around people that are doing things to you, but then again, acting like they're not. Like when you confront them or you have an issue, it's like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's kind of hard to confront situations. So you have to be wise and smart and 10 steps ahead of people. That's what I talked about, the gaslighting thing, like not let them get to you, but then know what they're doing at the same time. But this devil here is really interesting because I feel like people have you strung along if they're able to string you along or manipulate you, because that's what I feel like there's manipulation possibly going on. They're doing it because you're confused. We need some advice. We definitely need some advice for Geminis on how to handle this situation. This is why I was waiting to do the readings, because like I knew a lot of stuff on that, like on the outside. It seems like a lot of stuff changed. Things that we're dealing with personally in the world, the worldly aspect. But when you start digging deeper and you go looking more to inwardly, you realize like, okay, a lot of stuff has not changed. I'm still dealing with the same stuff. Why? This is advice. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles takes their time. You got some, yeah. Look, Knight of Pentacles takes their time. This is about taking your time and making strategic moves that you feel is worth your time and your effort. You have to make strategic moves. I just kind of feel like no matter how you slice it, no matter how you prepare it, some of you guys have a lot of work cut out ahead of you. You're trying to shy away from the attention, not get noticed, but I feel like that's coming towards you anyways, because I feel like this energy of you trying to lay low or you're just laying low. That's fine, but I'm just saying be strategic at this point in time. Don't show your hand. If people, some of you guys, you're going through some type of court case or something, some settlement, something dealing with a child. Okay? Maybe you were in a relationship, for some of you guys that were married to someone, and the person is cheating on you, but you don't have direct evidence or something, or you're waiting to make sure when you do go to court for something, you have the evidence stacked up in your favor. So, no, in this situation, you would not jump the gun and go, hey, I know you're cheating on me and I'm divorcing you, and like just lay everything out for the person to have a chance to clean everything up and things not go in your favor. Because whatever this is that you're involved with or is going on with you, this is something that you have experienced before. So it's not anything new. So what I'm saying overall is that this is like, I'm feeling like another time around, a second time around, or something you've done before or you've seen before. Almost like deja vu, you're experiencing, or you're having situations come up that you feel like you've seen or experienced before. And this time around, you're going to handle it differently. Even people. You're going to handle these people and these situations differently. Even in love, you're going to be like, okay, you know what? Since you're all about me, like, let's say you meet someone because you're dating. And you meet someone and the person that you're talking to is kind of like, oh yeah, giving you this sob story, like, I'm in between jobs. I don't have money right now. And, I'm good for it. I just need such and such amount of money, or giving you this sob story. My baby's dad is not paying child support and I need help taking care of my child. And if I don't, blah, 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 to the point where you're giving up money, right? But then just to find out that the person doesn't want to be with you or something, like you're investing in something that you're not getting anything out of. Or even for some of the ladies, like, I'm in between jobs, or can I just come over and lay with you? Like, being involved with people that are acting like they're so into you, but then when you turn around and you become invested and your feelings invested and you think it's going somewhere, just to find out that it's not. This is you being like, okay, yeah, you're so much about me. Okay, great. Prove it, by not even telling them to prove. You can tell them to prove it, but just being like, okay, well, whenever you're really ready to go on a real date with me and not just come lay at my house in the bed and cuddle, then I will take you serious. I'm not saying that we have to be enemies and we can't be cordial, but you won't be laying in bed with me. Or, okay, yeah, I understand, like, you're having hard times and your child needs clothes and shoes. Oh, I feel so bad. But not offering up anything to help and assist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Knight of Swords. Everything. We have 2 knights for your advice. This Knight of Swords is, vet the people, talk to them, get to know them. Make them spend the time, make them spend the energy, make them spend the money. And when I say make them spend the money, I'm not saying like they just have to spend guaps of money, but like, no, make them put in the effort. Make them have conversation with you. If they're not willing to do this, 2 of Pentacles, see? But this is you prioritizing your time, knowing when to give in, knowing when to stay strong. I see you kind of hustling. I see you working on a couple things and you're able to handle it. You're able to handle it. But this is just about follow through. Because you're worth it. And you have to get people. Yes, you have to follow through with what you're saying and what you're doing, but you have to get people to follow through with you as well. Any more cards? Oh, why is that in here? I know I'm making you guys reading kind of long, but I don't care. Here we go with the 4 of Pentacles again, see? 4 of Pentacles is upright. So having people invest in you, but more than anything, Gemini, invest in yourself and using your finances to invest in what you're trying to do, being picky. I feel like some of you guys are being extra picky right now and other people can pick up on it. And you're basically giving off that vibe of like, leave me alone. And if you're not trying to do that, that's what people are feeling. It's like someone pressed you to the limit. Yeah, and you're trying to determine like what you should do. This is what you're confused over. Like what you should do, what direction you should go in, how you should do it, what you should do first. I think that right now is fine. Because there's something with the transits that's causing that. This is so you're going to feel this way. However, I just feel like with to take things day by day, you should deal with whatever's coming up for you on that day, like, or when it comes up. Don't overlook it. Don't bypass it. You're working. You get emotional. Take a break. Take a step back. then come back to what you're doing, because it's you acknowledging the way that you feel, and then you're able to move past whatever it was that you were feeling that could have possibly hindered you in the first place, and you come back with new awareness. um and doing things in meantime, in between time, it may be things that you have to get done as well that you already know that you should be doing. Take it step by step. I that's the only way to get through confusion, really. And this is about security. Like, some of you guys, you are really doing and involving yourselves in things and situations that is going to provide some type of foundation or security for you. This is like you were insecure. This is you being secure. Look, I'm gonna show you the before and the after. You were insecure. Yeah, literally, you went from insecure feelings associated with work, coworkers, a lover. Look at this, because this Empress is looking like somebody is kind of snobbish and they like things a certain way, and they may pick or nitpick at every little thing that you do, or they did, causing you to feel like, well, for some reason you were not good enough or worthy enough for you had to be doing a certain thing. And this could have been a parent. This could be a parent. It's like you had to be doing a certain thing, looking a certain way. This person could be extremely picky. They like to compete with others. It could have almost came off like it was you doing this and having these expectations, but it was them. Or it could be vice versa. It could be vice versa. But causing you to be insecure, and whatever you've accumulated, you change something up. Maybe you got some work done. Maybe you want to get some work done. I just say whatever you do it for yourself, because it's something that you want to do. Because the reality of these situations, these type of situations, is whenever you're dealing with someone that can just sit around and tell you what you're doing wrong all the time and nitpicking everything out on you, and so much is so, it's like to the point of where it's making you in charge of the way the relationship is going to go. Like, oh, if you do this different, and if you change that, hey, I would love you better, or we wouldn't argue as much. But they're not really doing anything to put in change. You're not going to be able to manage that by yourself. But still, it's like before you were doing things, you were making moves that was not solidifying your security, or you felt like it wasn't. But this could be some of you guys that whatever you were doing finally paying off, or this could be you going from feeling insecure to secure. And this could just be like just within yourself, your feelings, or financially. Child. Can't make this up. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. This is reminding me of the Five of Cups. See what I'm saying? You don't understand. You could be dealing with people that are just not satisfied in life. They do not have happiness within themselves. They could be just miserable, and they want to see you miserable. They want to see people around them miserable. When you can come and none of that phases you, and you come and you're smiling and you're doing good, and let's say your relationship is doing good, or your job, or whatever you're content with, other people may not like it because they're just like, okay, well, how are you good? And I'm not. How are you good? We're doing the same job. We're at the same place. Like, we're in the same household. We know the same people, whatever the case may be. How are you good? Maybe it's because your creativity, like, your creativity can really carry you places. But this is about, so creativity is definitely about you. Some of you guys might decide to do something creative. Be creative at this point in time. The more creative that you can be at this point in time with whatever you're doing, do it. Trust me, because this card wouldn't come out. Like, I make these cards uniquely for the purpose of what I make them for. And when I made this creativity card, this was me having in mind how I like to be creative and the type of the lengths I would go to do so. So literally, if there's something that you will create or you can create at this point in time, please do it. All right, we need a card. We need a clarifier for where is this creativity going to take you. So basically, you're dealing with some people, some salty people right now. This could be you, but I don't know. I don't know if it's you or not. It could be you, Geminis, but I kind of feel like with a lot of gems at this time, you're taking your hurt and your pain and your frustration and what people did to you, what you experienced, and you're using it to gain more in life, a higher position. You're using it to I don't want to say rub in their face, but like the best way to get somebody back is succeed, become successful. And I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are doing, but you have some people around you that are salty. Yeah. Okay, let's do the creativity. Especially if you're holding back. You're holding back. Page of Swords. Yeah, see? That's also representing creativity. Okay, so this is the thought process, the mind, use your imagination. Woo, some of y'all have some genius ideas. I don't care what it is, because some of y'all at this point in time, you could be feeling like, yeah, well, other people are already doing that. Yeah, no. You're going to do something. You're going to add your own touch to it. Misery loves company. Knight of Wands. This could be definitely a fire sign, or just anybody that's going in and out right now. This is a person or a situation that's going in and out. Like they're not, they're just acting, being impulsive. They could just be, more looking for sexual experiences with people to fulfill their own needs. They could be very selfish at this point in time. Doing things, because the Knight of Wands is someone actively doing things to irritate you or to cause you, to put you in a place to where either you get how they're feeling or just to give you a whole bunch of busyness for no reason. And you're kind of like, well, you're not the boss of me, because here's the Emperor here. This, with the Pentacles, this could be at work too, don't get me wrong. But somebody's kind of like, well, you're not the boss of me. I don't know. I see you ignoring people. Boundaries, yep. And it's time for you to put those boundaries up. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay? You can't get no more clear than that. Yeah. You got to let people know sometimes. Like, dude, remember, this is what you believe. This is what you want. It has nothing to do with me. And I definitely see people overstepping their boundaries right now with you, because here's the Ace of Cups and it's in this reverse. And they're just like, hey, I have this offer. I have this for you to do, that for you to do. I want you to love me. I want you to spend time with me, whatever. And you're just like, yeah, you're being a little selfish right now. Like coming, trying to get your attention, and you're just not feeling it. Because you're just like, yeah, but that's not good enough. You're just like, nah, what you doing ain't good enough. Oops. Celebrate yourself. You deserve it. If you feel like, listen, you're not getting the attention and the recognition for something that you've done, Don't look for it for anybody else. You know, celebrate yourself. But it could be you, like this celebratory energy. I just kind of feel like you're just like, listen, my work is my work. I didn't do it to please you. I did it because I followed my intuition. I did it because this is what my truth is. Your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. Ooh, wow. Man, so some of you guys are fearful. Fearful, fearful, fearful. It's something that you have to offer, that you have to do, that you want to present. And it's probably going to garner you attention and recognition, but it also requires your confidence in the situation because it's a little bit of some type of mission or spiritual path that you're going down. And that a lot of the times could look like foreign to other people and they don't understand it, but it's something for you to start, is what it's saying right here. This is what you should be doing now. Okay. You are, since this is reversed and you're in fear, this would be you being in fear with the Nine of Swords. How can they get out of fear? Yeah, look at this. Get creative. See, get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. See, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Look, but how can Geminis get out of fear? Because this is where you're going. You staying stagnant here with these feelings and this lack of confidence and not willing to start over, not willing to start new, puts you in this fearful place to where you're overthinking your steps, you're backtracking, you're putting up boundaries, and then you're feeling like, man, I don't want to lose this person, but what if I said the wrong things? And what if thinking about their thoughts and their feelings when you should not be doing that? And then it puts you back into a situation to where you are miserable and then you're taking out on the people. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to overcome this fear. Two of Wands. Another Two of Wands. Taking it day by day, baby stepping. At least doing something. Whenever you're feeling like it. At least putting in the effort. The Five of Pentacles is you need to put in the effort. Yep. Death. Changes. See what I'm saying? That, you doing that changes everything. You're going to see things transform in your favor. Wow. This has been a very, very intense reading for me. I'm gonna be honest. That's why it went on so long. And I was going to originally come on here and kind of focus more on like you and another person, like one-on-one relationships, but I just wasn't guided to do that for this video. I will be doing relationship videos, but that I like, for the ones of you guys that follow me, you know that I do what I'm guided to do. That's how I do my readings, you know. Okay, Gemini, I'm gonna stop there. And I just really hope that a lot of you guys are just taking the time right now to not just jump the gun on decision making. And like, I mean, I'm talking like, don't just jump the gun. Don't just jump the gun. Like, kind of have some type of, have faith in what it is that you're doing and what you believe in. Know when to speak and when not to speak. You know, just move in silence. You do not have to let others know exactly what is on your mind all the time. Do that for what you need to do that for. But I'm just saying, like, you don't, because you kind of got to let them play their hand too, some. And keep them guessing and keep them wondering, like, how does this person feel or that person feel? Because sometimes people knowing how you feel makes them use it against you, especially with people without your best intent at heart. All right, Geminis, till next time, I will be back.